Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, so happy Wednesday to you all. A lot of people say it's hump day, but to me, it's just feel like any other day. You feel me? Now, but today we're going to be I'm going to be showing you all how to make empanadas. Here we have our our empanada bread, and you can buy it. I currently got this from this like a Mexican store on Taft Street, right next to the old Chase Bank. You go in there and they have the empanada bread. They have the white kind of dough, and they also have the like an orange color dough. But I kind of like the white one because I feel like it's not too heavy. To me, the um the red dough to me is kind of heavy, but this is what we have here. And I'm gonna take this dough. It's already actually kind of flat, but it's kind of been in that in the package. It was frozen, and so I had to let it defrost. So I'm just gonna kind of flatten it even more. You really don't even have to do it, but I just wanted to do it. I didn't put down any flour or anything like that to get it, but it's coming right up. The flour keeps it from sticking to the cutting board and the surface. Here on yesterday we had tacos and nachos actually. Lord. Excuse me. Yesterday we had nachos, and so I'm taking the rest of my nacho filling, and they have ground beef here. You can use beef, you can use chicken, and you probably can even use a little fish. Be creative with it. Use a little fish or tuna. It's your recipe. You can stuff it up with it, whatever it is that you want to do. But today we are doing beef empanadas. Here I have ground beef. I have some what is called chachua, like Mexican cheese, and I'm pretty sure that I pronounced it wrong. But I'll show you all in a minute what type of cheese I use, and I put together some pico de gallo, Mexican cheese with some ground beef and some taco seasonings and spices and different things like that. And I even added some of my own spices and herbs and different things like that as well. So I'm gonna show you all the cheese. This is the kind of cheese. They also have the shredded cheese as well, but this was the cheapest one to use. It come round, and you can break it up, crumble it, dice it, slice it, and you can put it in your cheese grater and grate it yourself. But this is here the kind of cheese that I use. So here, I call them a puff pastry. You're gonna use just a little bit of the puff pastry. If you fry your meat a day ahead of time, it'll speed up the process. And you just fold it. Fold it. Let me try to turn it around. So I was making a mess because I'm trying to turn it around as quickly as I can. You even it out. And you just take your fork. And mash it together. Mash it into the dough to bring it together. To me, it's all about the filling. It's all about the filling, which is your meat. Now, some people like, can I put egg or something to close together? You can if you want to. You really don't have to. It should stick together, fry together. You shouldn't have a problem with it opening back up. That's what the fork is for, to mend it and bring it together. So it's a process. Got a little meat right there. It's a process, and that's the same thing they do with the calzone. But with the calzone, they flip it a certain kind of way with the calzone. But yeah, so this is how they make the empanadas. Empanadas and what they call them, papelillas, I think. It's just a different way that they cook it with the flavor and different things like that. And bam, put it in your fresh oil. You can even make apple pies out of this. You probably want to use a different type of dough, but you can use apple pie. Put apple pie filling in there, and put it in there. Close it off. Sprinkle it with some butter, some brown sugar, whatever type of mix of sugar you want to put, nutmeg or whatever, and you have your own little pie. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Hope your day is going well. It's raining outside. I think the current temperature is probably like 49 or something like that. But that's all right. April showers bring May flowers. So you see how I'm piping that in? It ain't gonna take long at all. It don't take long at all to do. And if you fry your meat and stuff a day ahead of time, you'll be all right. You can use gloves if you want to. It's up to you on what it is you want to do. Bam, pipe it together, and you good. I like to kind of close it on both sides. Make sure when you all buy your dough that you let it sit in that refrigerator for about a day or two so that it can thaw out, because a lot of times when you buy it, it's frozen. See how perfect that is? You can put whatever in it that you want to. It's your recipe. Make it your own. Do what you want to do to it. You know. So as long as you got your meat and everything you done prepped. See, I done already prepped. I prepped yesterday. Had everything together. Had my puff pastry. I let it sit out. Overnight. And it's soft. You see how soft that is? Take your fork. And you good to go. Something the kids would like. To me, it put you in the mind of a pizza puff, but yeah, pizza puff, they use different type of breading. Different type of breading and different type of meat and spices. That's the only thing that makes it different. Everybody got their own recipe. Every culture have their own recipe, and it would have been good if I could have named some different other cultures that make empanadas like this. That would have been really cool to incorporate it into this video today. But I didn't know I was going to do a video, so I just hurry up. And I got on and I said, let me hit that play button. See, I'm already on my fourth one. See, it's not hard at all. And I didn't even roll out all of them on the with the rolling bin. And here I have ground beef. I have pico de gallo, which is made up of parsley, tomatoes, garlic, onion, limes or lemons. And it's a mix. It's put together. You can put it on salads. You can put it on, you can eat it actually plain with some tortilla chips. Here, you can put together some sour cream. You can eat this also with a little side salad. If you want to put a drizzle when it get done and you want to drizzle it with the sauce, that would be good. You can also serve it with some rice and beans. That would be good, but you know, for me, we just eat it plain, really. We just fry it up and eat it plain. It tastes really good fresh out of the oil. Sometimes when you cook it and you reheat it, might not be as good. It's also good to have like a grease trap, like draining, where you can really let it drain off all of that the grease, so that it won't come up soggy and you're not packing them on top of each other, but that you have something that will drain off that grease. But you want to get it crispy. You want to make sure that your oil is at least about 350, like you're making french fries or anything. You want to make sure that grease is nice and hot, because if that grease not hot and it come out soggy and yeah, it's not going to be a good flavor. But you want to use a bunch of grease to be nice, hot, and popping, just as if you about to pop some french fries. This is a Goya product. The bread is made by Goya. You know what? And I think Country Market also sell, and I know for a fact, unless they stop selling it, Country Market sells this puff pastry bread for empanadas and stuff like that. And I think they actually have their own little section. Goya had their own little section in the freezer section, where you can get different type of culture of food. And empanadas is nothing really new up under the sun. It's ancient, many years ago, many years back, and it's so crazy because a lot of different cultures we use this. I even see them using it in some cultures on Dominican. I see them using it Africa use, and I don't know what type of meat and stuff and spices and stuff like that that they use, but it's nothing new. Everybody it amazes me sometimes with how some cultures have different things in common. You know, it might be kind of made differently, but we make the same thing, rice. You know, but we make it our own. And you see how light that is, and how beautiful that pastry look. You see how that? Excuse the extra meat that is on the cutting board, but it's nothing. Look at that. And it's nice and thawed out, and when it fry out, oh, that bread gonna be so good and flaky, and oh my God, my husband love it. He was gonna threaten me today if I ain't make it. But it's really nothing to do. Like I said, if you prep that meat, you prep the meat a few days ahead of time. Look, I'm almost done. And each pack comes with 10 puff pastries. And bam, I'm done. I ain't done. I don't know what's that. 2, 4, 6. I done completed the whole pack. And I ain't got this done within 20 minutes. Maybe less than that. So it don't even take long at all. You can make it your own. Like I said, you can put some rice and peas. Well, you can put your own special rice to it. You can put some jambalaya with it and some beans. You can just, make it your own. Create your own fun little recipes, for the kids, you and your family. And the kids, they love it. Make you a nice little, some type of, like a red chili sauce, will be good. Something like a marinara. Put you in the minds of a marinara. And you make it your own. Make your own little sauce, add a little spice to it, and bam, you good to go. Put it some sour cream. You can even add some more cheese and stuff to it. Look how that look. It's light. It's not heavy at all. It's light. It is light. And so when you fry it, you can do it in a skillet or you can do it in a pot. Or a deep fryer. You put it in a deep fryer, you really got something going. It'll come out so crispy and let it drain in that basket. Ooh wee. But look at that. That don't look bad at all. Yeah, we wasn't even thinking about no empanadas. My cousin Clarita, she was talking about it, and she said she was gonna make us some. I had to call her and tell her that Kevin couldn't wait. I had to go on and make something happen. But she brought it up, and that made my husband want. So I usually make them myself though. But since she was making them, why not get some off her? I'm just saying, she can cook her tail off. So, but yeah, she brought it up, and my husband couldn't wait, so I had to get in here and make something happen. But these here, y'all, I am making empanadas, and you might see somebody on here like, no, this ain't how my culture do it. But everybody do it different. Everybody got their own style of cooking. Don't mean that mine gonna be nasty, because I don't do it like everybody else do it. It don't mean yours gonna be nasty. It just means that I got in the kitchen and I made something happen. I made something happen for the family. Something we can all enjoy. We can get together and have a good time. So, see, I'm almost done. I got two left out of the pack. I have 2 left out of the pack. And it didn't take me long at all, you guys. So if it's something that you all want to do, I'm telling you, you can do it. You go to pack that it came out of. It's coming like excuse the mess, but it coming like a Goya packet. And a little puff pastries where you can make empanadas for you and your family and friends. And it doesn't cost that much. It only costs me $2.39. And we come frozen, so you have to let it thaw out for a day or two. I say a day. Let it thaw out in a day. And you make your ground beef, which I had here. I already had prepped and made my filling for my puff pastry. And once you prep and get that all out the way, let it cool down, and you be ready to go. and you fill your pastries up. It don't take long at all if you prep it a day ahead of time. Let it prep, let them flavors sit in there. Let that grease get hot. You gotta get hot and get that nice crispy flavor to it. Ooh wee, ain't nothing to it. Just like making egg rolls, spring rolls. You know, the bread and stuff is good. That's gonna make it come good, but it's all about that filling. You got to make sure that your filling is good. And like I said, you can make you a nice red sauce to it. Little red, it could be sweet peppery sauce to it. Kind of put you in the mouth like a little chili sauce. Put it on top of that. On top of ooh wee. You can eat it with a salad. You can eat it with some beans, and you can eat it with some rice. It's your kitchen. You do what you want to do. Can't nobody tell you how to do it, how to cook, how you want to cook. Long as you all are happy, it don't matter. And I wanted to come on you all. Excuse my mess. Excuse my mess. You see how I just took that knife. I mean the fork. Excuse me, all. And how I just pressed it. That's all you do. You press it just like that. It's gonna look better on the cutting board trying to do it in the hand. You press it together. Don't worry about the mess around it. Put it in that skillet and fry it. Ooh wee. Your husband, kids, or wife, or whatever the case may be, they gonna love you for it. They gonna love you for it. So I'm all ready, you guys. I'm all ready. It didn't take me long. It ain't gonna take long to fry neither. It didn't take me long to make empanada. See that? They look good on it. That's how they make pizza puffs and calzones. You know, it's about the dough. They just switch up the dough and they switch up the meat, whatever it is they want to do with their recipe or whatever the case may be. But here we're gonna drop it. We're gonna get ready and drop it in the oil. Okay. All right. So here we're getting our grease hot. As long as it got some bubbles. We got our grease hot. And we're going to get ready and put the empanadas inside of the grease. See how they frying? And let them fry a few minutes on each side. They're frying really good. Look at that. See how good that's frying? Let them fry a few minutes on each side. Space them out. You don't want to overfry them. Unless you have like a big, huge deep fryer that you can use, that would be different. See how it's looking good? Perfect. It's not even bubbling open, but give it this space. And give it a few inches apart from each other unless you have a deep fryer. If you have a deep fryer, you probably can, it depends on how big the deep fryer is, and you can set a few of them down at a time. But yeah, these are the empanadas, and we're going to try to turn them over. And they'll cook fast too. See, look how pretty that is, that golden brown. They cook kind of fast, so you keep your eye on them. You can't walk away from them. Keep them apart, give them their space, let them cook. Look how golden they look. If you have a rack you can place it in, like a proper, I had a rack, I'm not sure where my rack went, but if you have a rack, and let it sit on a rack, and but the grease can drip into the pan, you know, that would be perfect, you know, where it drain off all of that grease. And you don't want to overstuff it with too much meat, because meat, it already have grease and different things like that, you know, greasy effects in it. So if you overcrowd it with too much, you know, it'll pop. When it cook, it'll pop open. So you just want to give it a nice amount of meat. Should be fine, you know. Little amount of meat, and everything should be okay. You see how golden brown that is? Looks perfect. Looks good. Look at that. Cooking up all that meat, and you got all that cheese in there. Cheese. I got tomato. I got onion on the inside of it, and I put together a nice sauce to go with it. And it's gonna be good. You know, you get done, you make you a nice sauce to go on top. You really don't even have to have no sauce. I mean, it depends on you and how you like to eat it. You know, put you together, and this would be good for little smaller parties. You got a few friends over, you know, it'll be good to have something, you know, for your friends. If you're having a meeting or something, a little meeting, and different things like that, it'll be nice for your friends and your family. And look how golden brown that is. Look how good that looks. And it's ready. It's ready. It's ready. We can get ready. I don't have a pan. Like I said, you need a pan to kind of drain off a lot of that fat. Look how perfect that look coming out of that grease. Look how golden brown that is. It's perfect. Perfect. We're gonna drop. Don't forget to give it its space. You don't want it too crowded. Give it its space. Let it cook in its own little space. Give it its space. It's good to go. Since I didn't have my pan to drain off that grease, but I have it here on a plate. Look how golden brown that came out. Don't that look good? Woo-wee. Thank you all again so much for joining in. I appreciate you. Thank you.